man. We are back at it. Super James, Domo, and Tru checking in. This is
what
Green
up?
Room Radio. Another week at it. And, man, big show this week. I know the cannabis convention's in town. Tons of stuff going on.
I was over there.
And I got my guy, King Lil G, is in the building.
Yeah. What's up, my dog? What's good?
Yeah, welcome to the show. We appreciate you pulling up.
Thank you.
Birthday at midnight? It's midnight tonight?
Yeah, I'm turned up, man. I'm ready to celebrate.
What better way to
25?
spend it than in
season.
Vegas? Vegas, man.
Man, I'm trying to do something that I could tell my grandkids about.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're gonna find that.
But
Oh,
when they get a little older.
Yeah, when they get, you know what I mean.
Nah, for sure, man.
Hopefully before they shut this shit down again. Which is-
True.
I know,
True.
man. How's it
better
feel to
not.
be back on the road after a year, kind of a low key?
You know what? It's a little bit crazy. I was more or less like everybody else. I didn't know when they were gonna open shit up.
Yeah, it was kind of.
But now that they did, I'm turned up. I got the whole team over here.
Yeah, well, you had to for your birthday. Bro.
Everybody's out here. We ready to have fun. We ready to gamble, and we ready to go to strip clubs.
Hey,
Which
what-
one?
Sapphire.
Oh, okay.
So
The big
Domo
one.
Monster here. She frequents the Rhino.
Right.
Yeah.
The Rhino.
You
Okay.
might, you might have to visit Domo.
That might be where you want to go instead.
Okay.
That's fun.
Shout
But
out to
Rhino-
Sapphire, though.
All right.
Rhino's
Cool.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, shout out Sapphire. I'm DJing that pool. in a
Yeah,
couple
so we
weeks,
said so in this downtime that you had. So what
Yeah.
I said with all these, out here, it was that electronic bubble going on when this stuff shut down. So I said, man, it got to the point you'd go to these clubs and I would know what song the DJ was gonna play next, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
I said, for most artists, I mean, did you get a lot of time to spend making music
Yeah.
during the shutdown? or-
Yeah. I spent a lot of time making music. I spent a lot of time with my family too, which made me realize the importance of family. To be honest with you, because
Not used to be
before
home that much.
I was living my life so fast, traveling, taking flights, places, not really seeing my family as much as I should, because I'm so dedicated to my work.
Yes.
But this allowed me to understand, like, there's time for everything. And the number one thing we should appreciate is the family. Like, I need to tap in with them more. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
So I'm glad I kind of went through that. to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's what I actually had I had a daughter that was born on 1/23 of 20.
Oh, wow.
So had it been for that shutdown,
Yeah.
I would have been out on the road again
Exactly.
popping. So it gave me a whole year to actually,
Yeah.
I have a son that's 16, so it actually gave me like time to be a parent. And I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, this shit is hard. I'm like, I miss that part with my son, but I'm like, man, to have a daughter at that age. How many kids do you have?
I got 5.
I knew it. How'd I know that?
I don't know, man. You might come to the casino with me.
Yeah, Super James said you guys pulled up today. He said you came in one car, but there was 30 of you. How do you do that?
So this is how it works. So I got
he has a strategy to it. He has a
So look,
strategy.
I got a big, large family, and I've been touring for so long over the years that usually when I go to fun places like Las Vegas, everybody just pulls up.
Yeah.
So I've kind of I've had to be strategic with this. I'll tell all the homies, like, all right, look, some of you guys are gonna have to stay back. Some of y'all can roll with us, and I try to keep at least like 15 with me.
Got it.
At least 15, because they're so happy to be here. Y'all don't understand.
Oh,
Yeah.
nah,
They out here smoking, they chilling.
Hey, anywhere you
Living
can
life.
smoke and walk down the street drinking is where you want to live.
Come on.
So,
You come to Vegas a lot, like when even when you go
Yeah.
have shows or yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I just come out here to get away.
Yeah.
I'll just grab like I'll grab a room somewhere. I'll just chill,
Yeah.
smoke a couple blunts. Even though they say I can't smoke, but I'll figure it out.
yeah, everybody.
Nah, if you're a weed smoker, you figure it out all the time.
Yeah.
There's always a way.
Yeah. So that's what I've been on more or less, guys, just chilling. But I do love the strip clubs out here. I feel like the strip clubs out here, they're like 2.0 of LA.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
no,
I think
100%.
anything is
Yeah.
kind of even the club. Everything is just that next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
It's
What's
stripper
that? What's that?
Olympics out here.
Hey, what's that spot? What's that spot you used to dance at in LA? Maybe he knows what. You probably
What, Cheetahs?
Cheetahs. You ever
Oh,
been
That's
to
my
Cheetahs?
spot.
Hey, he's got stories.
I know.
He
I
got
know.
a few stories in the back
I
of his
know what
mind.
Cheetahs is.
Hey, you know what I can appreciate? Like coming from Detroit, we spent most of our time at the strip club. But when she took me in Cheetahs one day, and the thing that I liked is like the girls out here in Vegas, even though they're bad, they're not pole girls. You go to
Right.
Cheetahs, these
Oh,
girls
they're
are
like
fucking,
really
Oh, yeah.
working.
fucking
They're working.
perfect.
Working.
They're
Oh yeah.
pros. Like I don't even know what you call it. What is that called? Pole dancing. But you know, I miss that because you don't see that here. Girls just want to walk around out here looking pretty. Like,
Yeah.
hey, do you want to go in the back room? You wanna go in the back room?
That's a move.
Yeah. And you know me, I'm like a major supporter of the girls that go on the pole. Like I don't really like lap dances.
Either do I.
So you like to drop the money on the stage?
I don't like to just drop the
I
money.
mean,
You're
you
like
know, if the
making
girl's
it
working for it.
Yeah, but
You feel like they're working
but
harder for it on the pole than
let
on
me
the...
say it correct. I'd rather support that way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too. Yeah. No, she taught me a lot of dynamics about. You know, I told her we used to. I'd spend every day almost at the strip club, but I'm like, I went in there because you get the best conversations. These girls are batshit crazy. I love it. But I'm like, but now I understand. Like, okay, so even just to talk to them, you got to throw them a little here and there. But you know, out here in Vegas, everything seems so robotic.
Yeah.
They don't even want to give you that 1 second that you want to go in the back room. Nope. And they're out.
No, because
So I'm
they
like-
want to make sure that you're spending, otherwise they're on to
Well,
the next.
but the thing is the ones that I vibe with are the ones that will just sit down and just naturally start talking to you, and those are few and far between. But when you find them, they still ain't gonna give you the right phone number.
It feels a little better in the morning when you wake up and all your money's gone.
all your money.
Like at least we had a good conversation.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's a man's library.
yes. So yeah.
Strip club is a man's library.
Yeah. In Detroit, we used to always spend every day there because they were all steakhouses.
Oh,
So
yeah.
wow.
You
They
know,
always got the best food, dog. We were like out like strip clubs.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go to Rhino for the
Fine
wings.
dining.
You gotta go to
Yeah,
Rhino for the wings,
What
man.
did they do? They did at what was that? Crazy Horse 3. They started doing sushi. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know about
I was
that.
just gonna say that's the only weird thing to eat at a strip club is
Yeah.
sushi. I don't know why, but
Yeah,
it just
like,
feels weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. But them wings at Rhino, them wings are, and they usually have good steak.
The wings and the bone, the
Yeah.
chicken fingers, those are always on point. So, so what do you have coming up? What do you got going on in here in 2021, going into 22?
I got a whole lot of music coming up. I got a project coming out called Gangsta Movie. It's gonna be released in a couple weeks. I'm really excited about that because I'm trying out a new sound, which usually I do boom bap type of music, you know, like hard, heavy hip hop, underground beats. Now I'm switching it up to like trap music because
I like that.
what I like to listen to is different from what I like to make.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Got it,
So I love listening to trap music. So I say, you know what? Maybe I should switch it up and
Why
make
do you
some
think?
trap
Why do you
shit.
think that difference is there? Like what?
I think everybody has that.
Yeah,
Like every
yeah.
artist, I think if you make a certain type of music
you
that's
don't want to just
authentic
listen
to
to
you,
that. Okay, yeah.
that's authentic to you,
Yeah.
I think you listen to other shit
yeah.
that
yeah.
you don't make.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to switch it up a little bit, and right now I'm just having fun with the music. I've been able to create a large fan base over the years.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like back in my day, you know, we didn't have all this social media and stuff.
Yeah.
So now I feel like part of your like all these new and up and coming artists, you know, part of your job is social media. And I see that you
Yeah.
got a big following, and I'm like, who does that? Is that you on there? You got people that do that for you?
You know, it used to be me on there, but you know, social media does something crazy to you.
Yes, it does.
Like the fact that it makes you want to just see what's going on there could be really distracting when you got to produce. I got other businesses other than music,
Yeah.
and I got a family too, so I got to attend to so many things, so many feelings, so many, you know, so many things. So
Is there like a, you know, I always hear people say, you know, there's a formula, there's an algorithm. Is that true about getting
I
fame?
hate when people say algorithm.
Yeah.
I hate it because they kind of want to put in your mind that it's something that is there.
It's not like you're talented, but it just fell in place, or it's kind of taken away from
Yeah.
your hard work and your
Yeah,
your
but to me, algorithm is like I created this fan base, and this algorithm is not spinning for me and others.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone could do the exact same thing you did, and it
Yeah,
won't work at all.
the reason why I asked,
Yeah.
I had a friend out here. He did a video with that dog face that's all over
Oh,
that
yeah?
thing, and dog face was very specific about saying it had to be posted at 9 a.m. So that's why you know, like I didn't know.
Oh, you're
Okay,
talking
okay,
about
okay.
as far as interaction on social
Yeah,
media.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
He
that
wouldn't-
I agree.
He told my friend he wouldn't let. He's like, we can't post this until 9 a.m.
Yeah, but
That
see,
makes
like
sense.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily an algorithm. That's just a good time to post.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is a lot different. Like for me, I have a specific time to post. I wouldn't say it's his, and I wouldn't say it's anybody else.
Just
I mean,
you
But
feel like your fan
algorithm
base-
kind of sounds like it's mine and yours.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Got it.
Like it's just a science that's across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a lot different for everybody, but I do agree that everybody does have their traffic time. That's what I like to call it.
That's
Right.
yeah. That's,
Yep,
a,
gotcha.
that's a good word for it.
What would you say most of your followers are you getting? Are you getting a Latino market? Are you getting a little bit of everybody?
You know, I used to think it was mainly Latino,
Mm-hmm.
but now with social media and everything you just said, I'm able to see where the listeners are coming from with Spotify.
Yeah.
So now I get to see like 36 countries, and now I get to see where everybody's really coming from. So I used to think it was just Latinos, but it's everything.
Yeah.
Like it's everything. Like you collect a little bit from everywhere, and then that's how it creates into 30 million streams type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of situation I'm in. And I've been in this situation for 10 years now. So I've been able to understand my own fan base, and that's what I recommend to all the upcoming artists coming up. You gotta see your analytics
For sure.
that are attached to your profiles, and you'll be able to see the truth through there. Also, your ticket sales. Like, ticket sales say a lot. Ticket sales say if you're really hot.
And I think that too, like you're saying, like watching those analytics, it could tell you, like, look, we're going to this city, especially. And a lot of times when you see your streams, I know it's like you would never have thought I'm gonna go perform in this
Right.
city, but if you see, 20%
100,000
streams, like of course you're gonna
Yeah.
sell
on.
at least 20%
Something that
of
was
those
crazy was
tickets.
most of Eminem's sales. His highest selling state was Seattle, and I found that. To
And
be
you would think it was
fucking-
like, why is it not Detroit? Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I found that
Or
so-
a bigger city.
Yeah.
I thought that was so
Yeah.
weird, but I'm like, yeah, I understand how that works. So,
Yeah.
so is Spotify the only one that gives up analytics? or-
No. All of them do. But
I guess
that's
it's
just been
different
my
ways of getting
favorite.
it.
That's
Yeah.
just been my favorite.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, usually I'll see certain things on YouTube, but YouTube could be a little bit tricky.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to tell if ticket sales could come through YouTube. That's just my personal experience. Like,
yeah.
I don't think
guess.
so. Like, I'll have like 10 million views coming from Malaysia.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, is that the importance with times? Are you trying to like hit different time zones at the right time? I mean, do you think about that at all, or
Nah, I really don't.
yeah, just focused on the U.S.?
Like, I just been a part of this independent revolution, and what that means is, I like to just do shit random at whatever time I feel is correct.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, when you
sometimes
know,
I
you
feel like
know.
dropping shit in the morning. Sometimes I feel like dropping shit at night. It just depends.
Does it have anything to do with the weed?
Nah. No. You know what it has to do with?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, there's nothing crazy going on today in the news. There's none that's distracting anybody
that's smart.
from
Hell
this shit
yeah.
dropping right now. And you know what? I feel like dropping it right now.
So do you
Wow,
feel like,
that's-
I mean, dude, that's got to be like the best feeling because I like being signed to a major, like you're
Yeah.
just tied down. You're not making no decisions as far as releases go and stuff like that. Is that kind of what made you have the drive to just do it on your own and really like focus on that independent?
You know what? I think it was a blessing in disguise because I wanted to get signed so bad,
Oh,
guys.
I'm sure in the beginning. Oh,
I
I can
wanted-
imagine.
Man, I
That's-
was doing everything in my power to do it. So I was really focused. I said, oh, man, I got 1 million views. I said, when I started, Kendrick Lamar had just gotten signed. So I was like, oh, man, I got to get 10 million views on a video. He got signed off of that. So maybe I'll get signed off of that. And then it went from 20 million views to 30, 40, 50. And then I told myself, like, man, I'm glad I didn't sign with nobody because
you're doing
now
it on your own.
I own all the music.
Yep, that's insane.
And this shit is going crazy now. So now I'm in a position where when big record labels try to talk to me about things, I'm like, no.
yeah, it would, the offer would have to be just.
Well,
You think they could ever put something on the table that would make you sign at this point? Now that
not
you've
if it
done
means for them to have ownership.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
100%.
I'm not okay with people having ownership over things that I've written.
That's control of your baby. That's like, yeah, that's your
Like,
life,
I
yeah.
wrote it.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
I
you
had
think
to
there's
think
any?
about
Do you
it.
think there's any danger in that? Like, I always think back to Nipsey Hussle, and I'm like, was there danger due to the fact that he was kind of going against the grain with the? Nah.
You know, no. I don't think there's any danger in that. I just feel like you just got to stay in your lane.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to stay in your lane, and you got to be cordial and respectful at all times. And you know what I'm saying? If you don't offend people, that type of energy is not gonna come into your life. That's how I feel.
Have you ever felt like negativity around you from like label type
Hell yeah,
people,
come
or
on,
not in general, but I'm saying like the fact that your mind state is like, yo, I can do this on my own.
Nah, you know, more or less the way that labels try to always approach me, they're like, oh yeah, you know, you have all this control. Would you like to meet with this major label or with this label? They're saying these things, and they could give you a collab with this person. But then the second when I start seeing that people are gonna own some of these masters
Yeah.
for life,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it don't make no sense to me.
It's not worth. It's even if
Yeah.
you know, there's probably there's
Ti-
nothing they
times
could
have
do that
changed
would
for
make
sure.
it worth
Like
it.
I'd rather not be that famous and be the boss I am today than to be that famous and to not get money off of that.
Well, that's the thing is, people are signing for the fame and not the. You're looking at the income. The income is insanely
good.
different.
Yeah, I'm
And
good.
you mentioned Kendrick, and I know one of your songs you said Slauson. Did you
Oh, yeah.
grow up with them?
No,
or
so Slauson is a really famous place for a swap meet that's there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And this is where everybody from LA goes. And I don't know if you're familiar with swap meets, but
Yeah.
they sell a bunch of shit we like usually.
Oh yeah.
And
Little
so
bit
that's
of
what it's
everything.
famous for. So when I made the reference of Slauson, it probably meant like me leaving that area, smoking a blunt, meeting a certain girl there. You know, certain little shit like that. That's what the reference
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
Gotcha. See,
And where did you grow up?
I grew up all around LA because I come
Okay.
from a dysfunctional family. So I had to be moving around at all times and shit. You know what I'm saying? And once I started making money, I started moving around myself. I was like, oh, I need to move in downtown LA. I need to get a
Okay.
house here. So I got to move everywhere, but I'm originally from Inglewood, California, and then I moved to Southgate. And I was there for majority of my time.
what do you like the most? What area do you prefer?
What area? I love Southgate.
Southgate.
Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, my experience there, they just welcomed me a whole lot. And I got a lot of support from there. Like a lot of people supported me as soon as they found out I was making music. They got behind me, started pushing my product with me. And I got a whole lot of love. So I got, Southgate is number one for me.
Cool.
Do you ever get coming up from that area, and I mean 10 years is not a long time, like for someone to come up the way you have.
Yeah.
And I know you got your people with you, and I know you're really supportive of all them, but did you ever get any backlash or anyone that
Yeah.
tries to come at you like,
Oh,
oh, you
man.
changed this and
All
that,
the
and
time.
they think like they're
All the time. I feel like in the beginning, I was getting a lot of hate from the locals. Because, they start seeing you go up.
Yeah, because they feel like you're getting bigger than that area.
Yeah,
And
and it's
then-
like
yeah.
what I noticed now that I look back, every time I climbed like a better show, a bigger artist on that show,
Bigger venue, bigger
or
whatever.
when I started doing my shows, it started getting more packed. It was new enemies every time, like new haters
Yeah.
of different calibers.
Yeah.
What about the people that were never supportive of the music, and then
Oh,
once
yeah.
you made it, now they're like the biggest? Oh, I supported this guy forever, or
Yeah.
this is my homie, or all
That
that.
happens a whole lot.
Yeah, I bet I think that's the biggest thing with any artist or anyone really that
Do
comes
you have
up.
any? I feel like you have any interactions with Steve LaBelle?
Oh yeah, Steve
I
LaBelle.
was gonna say he's always on new artists, man. He's
Come on.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's the
Steve
LA
LaBelle,
king.
I've been knowing
Yeah.
him. I've been knowing him for a minute. Shout out to him, and I admire everything he does. And yeah, the homie be kicking real game to me too, and salute to him.
Yeah, he
That's the
seems to
thing is,
always jump off with people.
with Steve. You know what I love about Steve is even if you're not signed with him or doing with him, he's still the type to
He'll
just,
show love.
He'll see you in the hallway and he'll just spit game for 10 minutes with
Yeah.
you, and you'll like really learn some shit and then
Yeah.
just move on and maybe never see him again or maybe
Yeah.
see him later. But he's like he just wants everyone to succeed.
That's been my experience every time I
Yeah,
see
see,
him.
I
Yeah.
always wondered because I've been seeing him around the world for years, but
Yeah.
you see him with Missy Elliott, you see him with Sean
Yup.
Kingston, but I'm like, how come you always see the people with him, but then he ain't with them?
Yeah.
So it's almost like he's like a starting platform.
But
for a
well,
lot
that's
of people.
exactly what it is
Yeah.
because he's not the type to a lot of people will grab an artist and kind of like, oh, that's mine, like that's
Yup.
that's my money. Like he's down to let you move on get your career going,
Yep.
and he'll
Well,
find the
that's
next
why
one.
I
He'll
used
find
to-
the next one.
That's how I
I
like
used
to move too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd always say, because I was always like, for so long, I was like, what is this guy doing? Like,
Yeah.
who's he work for?
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy who takes you,
No one.
put,
no
you,
one.
put you at the finish line,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then walks away.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Yeah.
like, these people just get
That's
on
and
their
that's
way.
that's why he gets so much respect though,
Yeah.
because he's never tried to hold an artist down or hold an artist back. Or
What
you know,
about
like that.
Nipsey? You have any connection with him at
Yeah,
all?
Nipsey, that's my dog. I'm actually one of the few artists who made music with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, that's what we heard the song before you got here today.
Yeah. So me and
dope.
Nipsey, the way we really connected was through my boy George Peniche. That's my dog. He was his creative director when it comes to artwork, visuals, everything, anything. And he comes from the same region where I'm from, so he was like, "Hey, I see that you in New York. We're gonna go to the strip club for this after party. Pull up." So I pulled up, chopped it up with Nipsey, and he gave me a lot of good game about being independent too.
Yeah.
So everything I
yeah.
was telling him, he was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
that's what you got to do, G."
Like a cosign on what you were already
He was
doing.
like, "That's what
you're
you got to
doing it
do."
right. Yeah.
He was like, we just agreed on a lot of things. Like he liked helping his people a lot. I like helping my people a lot.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed every conversation that I had with him. I feel like we were both on the same path.
So how long after you met did that record come around? Like how long did it take for that to
I would say
happen?
maybe like a year or two after that.
Yeah, that's how I feel like it usually like that. Like you don't
Yeah.
rush nothing, or it just
Yeah.
kind of organically happens.
Yeah.
So how did that conversation go, or did you have something you pictured him on?
No, see, so what happened was I hit my boy George up and I said, "Hey, I got this song. Can you show it to Nipsey?
Mhm.
See if he likes it.
Yeah,
And if he wants to jump on it, let me know."
yeah,
He sent me back the song and he was like, "Hey, he's thinking about doing this on there." And then I was like, "Oh, it sounds dope." He was like, "Let's link up."
Mhm.
So we linked up. The song came about, and man, it was just an honor. 'Cause-
So so you guys knocked? So he knocked out. You were there when he
yeah,
knocked out the verse.
yeah. It
That's-
was an
that's-
honor.
That's
It was
what's
an
dope
honor.
because a lot of times, especially with the bigger artists,
Yeah.
like someone just emails a verse to
Right,
someone and you
right.
never even meet that person.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I-
how
like, it's
look. That's
insane.
how I wanted to do it to begin with. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, that's
Yeah.
why I sent the reference over.
yeah, like yo.
But the fact that I could be there around the homie and we
man.
could even have them conversations, it was a blessing.
Yeah, it makes that song that much more special.
Yeah,
too,
for
like,
sure.
Like having it.
Yeah.
When you're writing records, like what's your like? How do you get in the zone for like writing them? Like, do you smoke? Are you do you like to be on the road? Like, what is it?
You know what? I gotta be in a vibe. I gotta be
Mm-hmm.
in an environment that allows me to be social.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
whatever that might mean. Like I just
Yeah.
need to be social.
Okay.
I need to be seeing things that I'm like, oh, I should talk about that.
Mhm.
I need to.
So
do
you're
this.
not the type to just like lock yourself in the studio.
I mean, in the beginning I did, but
Yeah.
I already have like 10 albums.
Right,
Like,
right.
The
it's a big,
inspiration.
so it's a big change from how you used to write to how you write
the
now.
inspiration comes from different places now.
Right.
Not-
Well, I think that's why too. Like a lot of writers, it's a lot. I don't want to say easier, but
Yeah.
it's a lot more open to write when you've been on the road. Like you're experiencing, like you're traveling the world.
Yeah.
Like how much you see so much more going on.
Yeah, exactly.
And do you feel like
and
that-
that helped me a lot too. So
That's what I
when,
was gonna say,
when
yeah,
we
I
was
think so, yeah.
touring, oh man, I was getting all types of stories. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
all types.
And how was that? Like, I mean, being from LA. I don't know if as a kid, if you left LA a lot, or if you were just kind of there. Like,
Oh
Like-
man, it was a dream come true, bro.
Right.
Because I never thought I could leave. Like,
yeah,
you know,
you see like a lot of people around you and stuff that will never leave that pocket.
man, I was one of them.
Yeah.
So I never imagined it.
Mm-hmm.
Once people started taking me out of state, like I got to go to New York, Miami, like all these places, Delaware, like even the small towns.
Yeah,
to do
just
shows.
because places that you never even knew about or knew
Yeah.
existed.
And that really tripped me out, but it allowed me to understand everyone's culture as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I was very close-minded.
Of course,
When you
yeah,
don't
because that's all you
travel,
know.
you-
That's all
yeah.
you know. You don't get to experience that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do like what was that moment when you were like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do? Like I'm really like I mean, is that something as a child you wanted to be an artist, or when did
Yeah.
that come about? It was.
Yeah. Since I was like about 7, I got to hear Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
I saw his album cover. It was a cartoon, and I was like, "Oh man, what is this?"
Yeah, the doggy
So,
style.
so then my uncles, they would be playing
Right
this
there.
this music a whole lot, and I was just like, "Oh man, this is dope." I will learn all his songs, the whole album.
Was it like the lyrics, like the storytelling in there? Because I feel like that was a
I would,
storytelling.
I feel like what I got engaged with the most was that the artwork, and I feel like the music kind of matched the artwork.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's how I was really engaged, and then I was like, "Oh man, imagine what if I was like, what if I could tell a story too like this guy?"
Yeah.
So at a very young age, I started writing raps, telling little stories here and there, trying to make them cool, trying to learn from Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Biggie, Big L, Jay-Z, you know, people like that.
Yeah.
And I got to just sharpen up my skills as just time went by. And now here we are.
Yeah. So if those, if those are a lot of your influencers, that's what I always say, man. I'm having a really hard time adapting from like all those artists you just said to like what's going on right now.
Oh yeah.
But I know, and I mean, I have a son that's always telling me, like, hey, you gotta stay relevant. It's just so hard because I'm not seeing a lot of real MCs anymore. It's a lot of this tune and all kinds of stuff going on. How do you feel about that?
I love like the real MC shit, but I also love to evolve.
You have to evolve.
Like I love to be at the club and I love to listen to some shit where I'm like, damn, like this is some fire. I wouldn't make this type of fire shit.
Yeah, 100%.
But then it goes back to what I told you guys earlier. There's what you make and then what you listen to that you don't make.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I told you this story before, but I forget what it was, Club Jet or something back in the day out here.
Yeah.
But I used to always go there, and it just seemed like for about a month straight, I kept running into Will I Am. And he was just chilling. And so one day I'm just like, yo, man, I'm like, well, you come here a lot. Is this your spot or whatever?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, man. He's like, I'm just trying to be relevant. He's like, he's like, I'm trying to hear, and I'm watching the crowd, and I'm like, that was the smartest thing I've ever
he probably
heard.
couldn't get out of his style, so he's trying to hear
that's
the new
being
stuff.
social.
But I'm just like, he was watching. He goes, he goes, they play a song. I watch what the crowd does. And then he's like, I'm taking mental notes. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, I've never heard an artist say that. And I'm like, that guy's right on the
Do you feel like you said, you're kind of changing your style up a little bit? Not your style, but just what you're gonna put out. Do you feel like your like hardcore fan base or your OG fans from the beginning? You think they'll accept that because of you, or you think it's gonna be weird for them?
I kind of feel like my core fan base, they know I have an attitude of doing whatever it is I want to do. So I don't really make like club joints or love songs or anything that's gonna be appealing to anybody.
Yeah.
Besides me just telling a story of what it is I'm going through, what I relate to.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping they relate to it too. And if they don't, then that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So this kind of like the same shit, like with the trap shit. I'm telling like drug dealer stories and things that I went through, with hustling, and the same shit. If people relate to it, cool. And if they don't, then we move on.
But that's why, that's the importance of you being independent. You know, you're not gonna turn in 20 records to a label and they say fuck all those records.
Exactly.
You're gonna put out whatever you want.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I don't fuck with none of that.
What did you think about this whole era of this music that the 6ix9ine was putting out? The thing that I didn't understand is how it was hit after hit after hit, because I'm like, to me, they didn't sound like hits. But I'm like, again, it was a time, a place, and I think he just hit it right on the thing. But to have that many number ones in a row, like, it just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I feel like something happens in music where once you hit, if you stay consistent, everything else is gonna sound great.
Yeah.
But if you take a break for like even, I don't know, if you take even a small break, people will change their mind.
Well, that's what I feel too. Is like you said, like I'm sure people like just like it could be just the beat or just the hype around him in general. It's just like it's not that people like the record or think it's quality music. It's just the hype at that second.
Is it safe to say his train is over? I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
And I was hoping it was gonna be over way before.
Right.
What about like, for instance, like this Bobby Shmurda coming out? I mean, does he still have a career? It's like you said, when you disappear like that, I mean,
you know what?
I don't see him coming with, another song like
I'm
this.
just Bobby Shmurda got a lot of talent. So, some artists, man, it's like sometimes if you notice like Drake or the bigger artists, they take big ass breaks, then they come back and things are still the same. Not for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, that's you're talking about.
So you got to test the fate of time right there.
Yeah. Like I keep seeing him. He's obviously aligned. He appears to still be making money. He's aligning himself with the right people. But I haven't heard nothing. So
I'm just like you. I'm waiting. Let's see what Bobby Shmurda coming with.
See what he's gonna have to. Come
who are some like what are you listening to right now? Like who are some artists that
Man, I listen to. What I mainly listen to all the time is Spanish music. To be honest with you. Yeah. Like I listen to a lot of corridos. My mother, she loves salsa music, so I listen to a lot of that too. And salsa music has a lot of stories about prison.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I like to listen to salsa music because of that, and
You
I get to learn too how to tell my stories.
That's
in
what I was
an
gonna say.
intricate way.
You think that that's what kind of makes you
Yeah.
love that
Never knew
storytelling in music?
Oh yeah,
And I think that that's like longer living music and having a more loyal fan base because
Yeah.
they're not just listening to what's trending right now. Like they fuck with you because it's like you're always telling stories and they can relate to the stuff you're talking about.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, I try to like. There's a lot of shit that I listen to that does influence me, but then I don't try to listen to it too much. Where I'm like, oh, I need to drop something like this. Like,
Right. You
as
don't
soon
wanna-
as I start telling myself that, I'm like, man, I'm in the wrong place. I'm in a bad place right now.
Yeah.
What about is reggaeton? Is that still?
Reggaeton.
Yeah. Oh, I love that music
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Nicki Jam, Bad Bunny, like they all got dope
I mean, the
ass
last
music.
the last 3 years, like
Who is-
Latin is the biggest
Who's that-
streaming
who's the
genre.
guy who went on the McDonald's menu? I don't
That's
know.
J Balvin.
J Balvin.
I was gonna say Travis Scott, but you're right.
Yeah,
J
yeah.
Balvin.
Travis did it too,
Yeah,
but J Balvin
Travis
did it first. Now he's got
Oh.
it. He's got a no. J Balvin did it, and then he's got like a Cheetos commercial.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
dude,
Would you
yeah,
ever
the
do
Latin.
that? Would you go on a McDonald's menu?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
What would be
Yeah, I can't
what
even
would be
imagine
what would be the
What would be the
on
fee?
the yeah the no the if I had to order a
item?
King Lil G
King Lil
meal,
G,
the
the
meal,
ri-
what would the meal come with?
Well, first of all, the name is gonna be King Lil G. Instead of a Big Mac, it'll be the real Mac. Yeah.
What's something random that it would come with that's not on any
My
of it?
my order come with like 6 pieces of spicy buffalo wings with fries.
Oh my god.
and a pre-roll.
And
No, and them fucking
And a
McDonald
pre-
land
and the
cookies
drink
back.
and the drink is a Hennessy on
Yeah.
ice.
yeah, straight up.
Speaking of pre-roll, man, you got your pre-roll.
Yeah,
friend?
so I got my pre-rolls. and,
Domo's our resident
I know.
weed connoisseur.
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
bring them.
Yeah,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll
Oh,
give
yeah.
a review.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we gotta have
perfect.
You send them down.
Yeah, perfect. So we got 7 flavors,
Mhm.
and we have them in stores all over Southern California. I plan on bringing it to Vegas, but right now I'm in the middle of those negotiations right now, because the license that you might have in California is different
Right.
than Nevada.
Yes.
So
Every state.
you got to play all these, So, but
Yeah.
we're gonna bring it here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shout out by the way to Blazy Susan who sponsored us today.
Yeah, so we were just telling you about these
Yes.
trays, man.
Oh,
These rolling
yeah.
trays. So we're gonna get a Susio's tray
Please.
made for you, bro.
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
send it out to
please.
you.
Yeah, didn't they get Bash one? I think they sent Bash
yeah,
one.
Bash might have one. They
That's
made
dope.
the Diaz
Spinning.
brothers one. So yeah, they're our sponsor on our show today. So yeah, we're gonna have to get some Susio's
Hell yeah.
some trays made. But how'd you get into that? I mean, obviously, I mean, you seem like I know you got the clothing line and the Susio stuff. How did the music turn into this business?
Well,
sense?
here's the thing on the business before you answer that. So
Yeah.
somebody sent us a box of Wu-Tang rolling papers.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm not a smoker, but she is. But everybody who comes in the door, the first thing they want to do is grab the paper. They said they're the worst fucking
They're the
papers.
worst. They
What?
don't
Like-
have the
and I'm
sticky
like,
on the back.
What?
I
It's
mean, I know
like-
all those guys real well, and I'm like,
You
how
know
did
what?
they
Those
not
are for
fucking-
professionals like me. We don't need the stickies.
I get well,
Yeah.
I get
Which
mad
is-
too. I get mad when artists get endorsements from like me, I'll have like weed companies hit me up and like I don't really
Yeah.
smoke, so I'm like it'd be stupid for me. People just take it for the endorsement fee, but like if you don't smoke, how you gonna get a weed endorsement? You know what I
True.
mean? So being a
True.
smoker, like obviously, like you
Well,
knew what
I
you were
just-
doing.
I just thought, if Wu-Tang was gonna put their name on it, you would think that they'd want to be their hands on.
Someone
like,
just took a
like-
check. Someone probably just
like-
took a check.
Yeah, but sometimes shit, man. Sometimes they might have showed them a good sample.
Oh, and then they put out something else.
They were like, "This shit's great,"
yeah.
and then now you have 10,000 units out there that are not the same like the sample they showed
That's
us.
a really good point. So,
Yeah,
but
that is a
you,
good point.
Quality.
how hands on are you with your stuff?
Well, I like to hire my rollers, my employees.
Mm-hmm.
I like to hire them. I got a facility out there in Beverly Hills.
So you distribute all on your own. It's not
Yeah.
it's
And they're
your
not
it's your
putting-
company. It's not
they're
like an
not putting
endorsement. This is
shake
your
in there.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no endorsement, no
Yeah.
none of that.
So that's a whole different level. So you
Yeah.
got quality control over that.
Yes.
Word
brand.
on the streets,
That's
pre-rolls is always just the shaking bullshit. Is that-
Yeah, so I've been working on just having my rollers not break it down with like
Like a
shredding.
grinder. A
Yeah,
grinder?
yeah, shredding them down.
Yeah.
I try to just tell them roll it with the nugs in there,
Wow.
so if in the event anybody that's curious, when they pop
When
that
they
shit
open
open,
it up, yeah.
boom, it looks like popcorn in there, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, all right,
That's
cool.
dope. Then I'm sure people do that too.
And I like to
They
post
do.
videos on my Instagram
Mhm.
with the rollers rolling them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
So
like
you
to
have
show it.
you have people that roll for you.
Yeah. Well, I did it to employ people, to employ my people.
See, that's what Domo's dream. She always said she wanted to
Yeah.
be somebody's pre-roll or what is it?
I want to be
Oh,
somebody's
just on
butt-
tour, just
butt
rolling.
roller,
She wants to go on
yeah.
tour and roll
Yeah.
roll.
When I
for
bring
you.
it over here, you'll be the first one.
There you go.
Okay.
There
For
you
sure.
go.
Yeah.
So Domo tomorrow night she could roll them in the green
Yeah,
room.
whatever you need.
Yeah, straight up, because they have these machines. They'll be like round machine. Well, not a machine, okay? I don't want to confuse people, but they'll have like 20 pre-rolls already in there.
Mhm.
You just dump the weed in there.
Oh, and it
That
just
thing
falls like a
shakes.
cone,
Tray.
like
Yeah,
a cone,
yeah,
like a
yeah.
cone, and
Yeah,
then
the
yeah,
cones, the
yeah.
cones.
Yeah.
So you're saying all yours are
Not
hand
mine, I'm
pre-roll? No, I'm
saying-
saying, but yours are hand.
Mine's
everyone's
are hand rolled.
That's nuts. Because I
That's
know,
dope.
I bet maybe 10% do that. Maybe.
Yeah. So I
That's
try to get a
dope.
lot of footage, and I try to put it on the Instagram of my business.
Yeah.
So they could
yeah.
see.
What is that, by the way? Shout that out.
Kingwoods 47.
King Woods 47.
Kingwoods 47.
Yeah.
So dope, man. Well,
Cool.
yeah, you
Get
got to
that
send
up.
us some so Domo can.
Oh,
can
yeah,
try. I'm
for
sure you got
sure.
some with you.
Oh yeah,
Smoke
for sure.
some tomorrow.
What would you what do you prefer smoking? OG like
I'm a sativa. I like.
oh sativa. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
you got
Hey,
some-
Jay-
it depends.
Super James
it
over
depends
here,
on
he's-
the mood. I'm a equal opportunist, but I like flower.
We got some sativa right here. We gonna smoke
Perfect.
sativa
Okay, then
today.
we'll knock that out.
Perfect.
later.
Hey, Super James here. He says fuck. He says fuck that. I'm the cocaine guy.
Ah!
He's like, give me a
What this
bump.
motherfucker's talking about?
That
man.
Scarface
Who
special.
who let this guy in here?
So you got a so you had recently 10 billboard plaques sent you.
Yeah. Which it really tripped me out because as an independent, I'm not a record label, so I'm not checking in with these people all the time to see what we doing or anything. They were actually supposed to give me these plaques like 5 years ago. Some of them,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
different
That's what I was gonna
projects,
say. Yeah, that many
different
plaques have
projects
come at
dropped
once.
at
So
different
you're
times.
still getting the
but-
plaques that say the unit sold.
Yeah,
even though
yeah.
you're
So
not-
I just got them recently, all of them, because I wasn't tapped in with these people. I didn't
Hugh,
have
you got
no
that picture?
relations, but
So
yeah.
so that was a surprise. You didn't know it was coming. It wasn't something you were expecting to mail.
nah, I just tapped in with them, and then suddenly this shit pulled up to the crib, and
Yeah, you're like.
and
what
I
the
felt-
fuck
I
is
felt really proud.
this? Man, there's
That's
go
sick.
right there, man. That's
yeah.
So that's an
man.
actual company that does this for everybody.
No.
No.
This is straight from Billboard
Billboard.
charts.
Yeah, so this is different than the regular platinum plaques and the RIAA
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But this, I mean, to me, like that other stuff's cool. But like being an independent artist, Billboard, like
Yeah.
getting recognized by Billboard like that.
Hell
What's
yeah.
higher than that?
Hell
But,
yeah.
like maybe a Grammy is the only thing that'll top that.
Hell yeah.
Like,
So
And
these are
units
usually
are albums.
yeah. So these are usually for how long you were able to stay on the charts.
right.
Some of them have 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
So that's what these numbers.
Yeah.
replicate.
So that's why they come with so much information on there.
I know there's a whole essay on that shit.
Yeah. So it's not like the unit sales is
Mhm.
more or less
Yeah.
how hot the
Your
music
chart
was.
positions and
Yeah,
how long it stayed
how
there.
hot the music was when it came
Yeah.
out, type shit.
Yeah, which is honestly.
Are
I mean,
any of
you're
you-
doing
Yeah.
you already know you're doing numbers, but
Yeah.
something like that, like
Yeah.
so how did
that's big time.
when you opened
Shit,
it?
dog,
What
I
happened?
never thought I would even reach these levels.
What happened when you opened the first one? What was that feeling like?
It tripped me the fuck out. It just reminded me of the first time I uploaded a video on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? I never thought, dog. I was just trying to have the homies in the hood listen to this.
Yeah.
Or the homies in the area,
yeah.
you know, in LA bump this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought people outside or any of that, dog. Like,
So did you do the whole mixtape thing, selling mixtapes out of?
yeah, I did the whole selling mixtape thing.
Did you ever sell them at the Sloss and Swap meet?
I sold them everywhere.
Yeah.
I would pull up with a box and be like, what's up? I'll give them to you on consignment or whatever. Just let me leave some here.
Yeah.
And if that wouldn't work, most of the time when you're brand new to the game, they'll say no. But I wouldn't give up. I post up outside of Walmart, anywhere,
Yeah.
and I'll just be like, "Hey, yo, check this shit out. Check this shit out. Check this shit out."
Mm-hmm.
And I got to make a lot of money for real doing
On
that.
that. Yeah. No, I feel like that's
Man.
like a lot of times because. Especially nowadays, people don't have that hustle no more. They just want to break on.
No.
They want to break on social media and be done with it and just be rich.
Yeah.
What do you? Is there like a moment you can remember that was like, yo, like I made it. Like I'm gonna do music.
Yeah, the moment that I felt I made it was when people I thought dislike me the most send me messages saying, "Hey man, you really fucking killing it out here."
Like being honest, like, yo, I didn't believe in you, but you
Like
fucking,
now you
doing
fucking
it.
killing it. And this was in the beginning when the numbers weren't even so high, and that kind of showed me. I was like, damn.
Just made you want to work harder and like,
Hell
yo,
yeah.
I'm just getting started.
Hell yeah. Things like that is a reason that makes you go further.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Are any of your kids or any of them coming up in music? Got any of
Yeah,
them?
one of my sons, I was trying to put him in the music stuff, but he does really good in school. You know, he just doing his school stuff.
You gotta do that. Your brother though.
Yeah, this is my little bro,
Yeah.
EMC Sinatra. He's been doing this thing for a minute, and he went through a car accident that actually was gonna leave him paralyzed.
Oh wow.
So that's what the doctor had said. They were like, "Oh, he's not gonna be able to walk or talk again." But you know, I told little bro, I said, "Look, it's about what you want to do, and we just gotta have faith, and you gotta work hard like anything else." I said, "People said we weren't gonna be famous,
Yeah.
and I said, and we did it. So it's the same thing. Look at it like that. You gotta get better. You're gonna get better.
Yeah.
Don't trip." So now my bro's walking, and he's about to perform with me tomorrow at a sold out show.
Man.
Wow,
That's
yeah.
fucking
And
dope.
you got a new record on your channel.
Yeah. I got a new record. It's called Aquí se mueren. The title is in Spanish, and it means here they will die. And I'm talking about enemies and, you know, just street shit, whatever.
Hey, you got the flyer for tomorrow night?
Yeah. If you, but you said he got a record on your YouTube as well, right?
Yeah, EMC, he got
Yeah.
all in it. And it's a video that we did a minute ago. It's on its way to hitting 50 million views. And I'm really proud of him because you know, we came from nothing. He was with me in the trap.
Yeah.
Straight up.
How many? What's your most viewed song that you have out right now?
The most viewed song is Hopeless Boy. I got 60 million views on that.
So he's almost right there with
Yeah.
you. He's coming.
Yeah, my bro.
He's coming up on you.
Yes, sir.
So, man, that's good. What about Hugh? You got that the flyer for tomorrow night at the Hard Rock, so we can post that for these people.
We hitting the road.
Even
What
though-
you got a bunch of shows on the calendar for the rest of the year?
Yeah. So I got tomorrow at the Hard Rock, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one out there in Fort Worth.
Yeah, Saturday we're in
Yeah.
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas, Fort
Yeah.
Worth.
Yeah.
And then I got Denver, Colorado coming up, and Tucson, Phoenix, all types of stuff. Hopefully it goes down because I know
I know that's what I've been
Right.
stressing on, man. I'm
Right.
stressed, bro. I can't lose these shows, man. I know. So what was that like for you? Did you have a lot of stuff on the calendar for 2020?
hell yeah. I
Man.
had a whole tour.
What
that-
was your what was your thoughts like in March, like beginning of March when that hit? Did you think it was really gonna shut down like that?
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm
I
like,
thought it
yeah,
was
they-
bullshit
Yeah, and it's gonna
until
clear
they said
over.
no more concerts for nobody.
Yeah,
I said, "Oh, this for real."
And you're in Cali,
Yeah,
so they
that's
got Cali was
Yeah,
the worst.
Hey,
bro.
when they shut the
Cali's so
casinos down,
crazy.
that's
Yeah, man. So yeah, tomorrow night, King Lil G, Welby's on the stage, Sophia Maria as well, and that's gonna be a good time. And it's a birthday show for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
man, we're
birthday
turning up
show.
tomorrow.
We're gonna have an after party. You guys are invited.
Uh-oh.
Pull
That'd
up.
be
We're gonna have
dangerous, yeah.
live corridos, which
Okay.
this is corridos is Spanish music. What I'm telling you about. They just talk about like Mexican drug dealer stories, and
That's
women.
that's that drunk at 3 a.m. music you listen to for like
Yeah,
till the
it'll
sun
be
comes
cool
up.
because if
Till
it's
the sun
something y'all
comes
never
up.
seen before, y'all pull
Oh
up.
no, yeah, that's
Y'all
Yeah.
pull up.
Never
Do you
seen
do?
that.
I
Pull-
think we listened to some of your songs. You do
Yeah.
rap in Spanish as well.
Yeah, I rap in Spanish. I've been incorporating it a lot more because I have a lot of fans out there in Mexico. Like I said, the analytics been showing me
yeah.
there's millions of people. Millions of views coming from Mexico. So I'm like, I need to drop some more shit
Yeah.
of that. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
so they could relate, they can understand because they listening to things they don't know. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, if I tell them something they might understand, they might go even harder.
Hey,
If you go ahead.
I was gonna say if the thing that I wondered about the shutdown is why do you think everybody went and got the toilet paper? Like I still haven't had one legit answer. for
OP's
this.
mad because OP still got
Like, I mean,
300 boxes at
like
his
it-
house.
Hey, I mean,
He
I'm
said
be dead honest
he ran
with
out
you
of
too.
socks.
Yeah.
I bought 4 or 5 packs yesterday because I'm seriously in fear that shit is gonna happen again. Like,
Yeah.
I have it on, but I was just like, why? I still nobody could tell me why that happened.
Do you
Man,
I know you were talking earlier about not really being on the social media because
Oh,
of
yeah.
distractions, all that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you really pay attention like to the news or anything like that, or do you feel that's all
Man,
like?
homie.
Like I know because like True, he don't watch TV at all, and I'm like I try and stay off all that because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. I feel, with the news, I feel like we've all been disappointed, and I think we've realized that it's all politics.
yeah. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
So I kind of just stay away from it. I don't really care what they're talking about, what's going on, whatever it might be.
Just worried about your world and your family.
And that's it, homie.
Yeah.
Anything else can't.
Did you watch what was that? What was it called? Joe Exotic or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tiger
I think
King.
Tiger King.
Tiger
yeah.
King.
I'm like, that was the first distraction during the
I thought
pandemic.
he was gonna get free. Well, he thought he was gonna get free.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit was a trippy ass documentary,
yeah.
low key.
What was there anything that you don't normally do that you like got into or that you were doing during the quarantine?
You know what? I feel like I started getting a whole lot into playing roulette.
Really? Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's my game. We're
I
gonna
feel
hit the
like
casino later.
During quarantine, I got good at roulette. So
Do
shout out to
do
them.
you have a roulette machine? or
Nah, I
not
just started hitting like casinos and shit, and in California. I mean, once it started opening up a little bit more.
We're gonna
Yeah.
we're
'Cause
gonna
we went
put
through a
OP's
time when
credit
nothing
card
was
down
open.
later.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
put OP's credit card on roulette.
Oh
I
yeah.
just,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
played that the
Man,
other
I'm gonna
day.
put his credit card on red and see what happens.
I'm still trying to figure out, man.
He said nope.
I think I've since living here, man, I've seen a transition in Vegas, so I think everything's rigged.
Oh
But
yeah.
I still haven't figured out how
Everything
they
is
how
rigged.
how
What do
do
you
they
mean?
rig the roulette. But I have a feeling that shit's rigged too.
There's some kind of magnet
Well,
in there or
look,
some
check
shit.
this out.
Zero.
I feel like the reason why I fuck with roulette because there's more than one way to win.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So even like let's say for instance they rigged one part of it,
Right.
it would be almost impossible to fucking hit every
Everything,
single.
every-
Yeah, I
Everything.
think, you know that
Come
first,
on.
second, and third.
I like
Yeah.
I like
Put-
roulette because there's
put
no
out
math
two.
involved. Like when you're drunk, you can still play. You know, you're playing blackjack, trying to do
Yeah.
math in your head.
on
Oh, yeah.
that
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
You
yeah,
sacrifice two.
exactly.
Like 6
But you
plus
get
2 is
paid 2 to
22.
1.
Right. That's what I'm-
That's the jam because it's like
Oh,
OP,
yeah,
OP
yeah,
knows.
yeah.
OP knows.
yeah. That's the only thing I do on there because I'm like I don't know if they can fuck with that. But.
If you could give like some advice, like well, if you were, you know, if you had obviously you got artists under you and your brother and everyone, for these artists out there that, like you said, man, and I know I see it so many times, so many artists sign these stupid deals and it just ruins their career. Like they,
Yeah.
you know, like nowadays it's you're already. All these artists getting signed are already big. They got a song on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a single deal and it's on to the next. What would be your advice for someone coming up that looks up to you and is just like, man, like obviously you can do it. You did it. What would you tell
Yeah.
them?
You know, I would say stay independent, stay strong. You know, they got YouTube channel, they got all these things that we could work ourselves.
Yeah.
Like you don't really need nobody to like are they managing you? This is what I ask people. Are they managing you or are they managing your money?
Yeah.
You
They're
know what
taking your money.
You know
That's
what I'm
they're
saying?
doing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
like
that
there's a
makes sense.
fucking big difference, dog.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just hope that some of the homies out there could listen to this and hopefully they could do their thing and boss the fuck up.
Do you sign people? I mean, has anybody came across?
Yeah,
that?
so for a period of time, you know, I had signed a bunch of my homies, but I like to usually do like 5-year contracts because it usually takes that long to help somebody blow up.
Yeah.
Like you got to give them a whole bunch of posts, a whole bunch of tags. You got to take them on tour. You got to do a bunch of shit
Yeah.
to make them hot.
Oh yeah. Cause they're you can't
A
Gotta-
feature
you
is
have
not
to
gonna make
invest
one
in
person
them.
hot.
and that's priceless because you
gotta give them
built
lifestyle.
That, you did that and you're basically giving them your fan base.
That and lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
just a certain perspective that people might have about someone.
Yeah.
It might blow them up. I swear to God.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. People are always testing. I mean, I know we did a lot of tests with, you know, with like D12, Obi
Oh, yeah.
Trice, you know,
Oh, yeah.
pairing him up with Akon, and
Oh yeah.
again, you just throw it out there and you see if it sticks, and
Right.
that's basically all you can do.
Yup.
So man,
Yo,
what do you think?
so he said he was gonna maybe we could throw
Yeah.
down an AK-47,
Hell
knock
yeah.
out a little verse.
Hell
You got it
yeah.
right? You
Verse.
wanna
Come on.
do it?
Come
I
on.
got the video version here. I don't know if there's a breakdown in the video or anything, but
Nah,
all
yeah.
right, we're gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
King Lil G.
Yeah.
It's Green Room Radio.
Yeah.
Super James, Domo, and True hanging out.
Yo.
By the way, happy birthday, man. We're gonna take a shot. is, man.
I got a strap to hold my pistol, cause gangster shit is all I know. I rep LA in a real ass way, that's adios. Much love to King Lil G, from to EMC Sinatra.
Jump
all
in
the
here,
way.
bro. Jump up here.
Jump
real
in
quick,
this
man. Jump up
motherfucker,
here real
EMC.
quick, man. We gotta bring him up, man. I know you were talking about him, but give him an introduction real quick, man. You gotta toss him that
Go
mic
ahead,
and give him an
Sinatra.
introduce. There he is. What's up, man? There he is.
50 million views.
Man,
What up, man?
how you doing, bro?
No, I'm just chilling. You know, I was out there smoking a little blunt. Get that shit ready.
Are you on those pre rolls? On them pre rolls?
Cross-faded.
I was off shit. You feel me? But I'm good now.
All right, there you go, man. How's it feel? I mean, 50 million. That's crazy.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy. It trips me out to get there, but you know, I wouldn't get farther.
Yeah. You know what? Was that a dream of yours? Just seeing him blow up, or
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's always been a dream. It's always just been a dream.
Yeah.
And it's just something that I'm still after. And it's like, man, we're going to get that shit. We're going to get it double the next time. You feel me? We're going to get that shit farther.
Nah, I feel you, man. Give me your social media real quick, man.
Man, my Instagram is EMC Sinatra 47. Hit me on that shit. You know I be active. You feel me?
Slide through the DM.
Yeah.
Especially out here in Vegas.
If you in Vegas, pull up in those DMs. They in town for 2 days. Let's get it.
Phone number.
Don't do it. I got you.
G, is there anything you want to touch on, or anything you want to close out with, man, before we get up out of here?
Well, I just want people to know that this is a AK-47 mob. We're gonna take over the world, and thank you guys for having us here. We appreciate it.
Stop by,
Much
man.
love, and we can't wait to do this show tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And,
happy birthday too.
Yes, happy birthday, man.
Thank
We're gonna go out in the lounge and take a shot for your
Hell yeah,
birthday,
let's get
man.
it.
Birthday
Yeah,
shots.
yeah. No, appreciate you coming through. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy. Dallas is gonna be crazy. I hope you get in early because we're gonna hit that pool party too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it for your birthday all weekend.
Yup.
My guy,
Cool, man.
appreciate
We
you.
out.
Yes, thank you everybody for
Radio.
checking
Thank you
in.
so much.
One more time, give me your social media.
At King Lil G, KINGLILG.
Domo, shoot those
Domo
socials.
Monster 7.
True Management, one word.
Yes, and of course you can find me at DJ Super James at Green Room Radio on social media. Hit us up. Thank you guys for checking in, King Lil G,
Thank
my
you.
guy. We appreciate you. We're gonna go take this shot. We'll check you guys out on the next episode.
All right, peace, bro.